Hello everyone, I hope you are very well. My name is Yurai, again this is Yo-Yo. Today guys, we're gonna make a little bit longer video. So if you have a time, if you have a few minutes, maybe you can watch us and listen to us about, well, listen to me. Yo-Yo might say something sometimes, but I think he's just gonna be happy to just sit where he is and he's happy. Okay, guys, I want to talk to you a little bit more about a species of alexandrine parrot. Okay, I get lots of messages from people asking lots of questions, and some of the questions are, for example, is my parrot gonna be quieter? Okay, that's one of the things. And I'll be honest, guys, most likely if it's alexandrine parrot, then most likely it will be. Okay, they are not that noisy parrots, especially when they are in captivity. Okay, one very big key point is if the surrounding of your parrot is quieter or it's noisy. Okay, so depending on that, you can say from quite early stage if your parrot is going to be quieter or not. Okay, so if you have a let's say a family of, okay, step up. If you have a family of 4 or 5 people, okay, so let's say you are 2 adults and 2 or 3 kids, and there is lots of screaming going on. Okay, most likely what's going to happen is your parrot is going to try to fit in. Okay, so which means he will want to be the same. Okay, like most likely your kids. Okay, so screaming. Okay, if you're going to be screaming at your parrot, then most likely your parrot also going to be screaming. Okay, on the other side, if your parrot sees that the surrounding is quite quiet, then he'll be more than happy to just chill, just sit and just shake his head like Yo-Yo does. As you can see, Yo-Yo agrees. Does he really agree? I think he does. I think he understands what I'm saying. And if he shakes his head again one more time, then that means he understands. Do you understand? If you do understand, shake your head up and down like this. Yes? Do you understand? Do you agree? You agree, or you understand, or you don't? Okay? I don't know what's the matter with him. But he was very vocal today. And I want to tell you, the last 7 years, Yo-Yo actually had a birthday in April this year. That was his 7th year of his hatching, okay? When he was hatched. And oh man, I can tell you, he was a difficult bird, okay? Had a few parrots before, and I tell you, he was a hardcore, okay? What you see right now in our videos, he's nothing like that, okay? Nothing like that. Obviously, he's not a large parrot. He's a medium-sized parrot, okay? Which means you would think, what's the matter? Why are you angry? He's angry for some reason with me. I don't know why. What's the matter? Whoa! Why are you opening beak at me? He's making his pupils very small and opening his beak and makes a little sound like he's annoyed, like I'm annoying him some sort of way. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong in here, but I think he's just not in the mood. Are you not in the mood? You are in the mood? Are you sleepy or what's the matter? What's the matter with you? Huh? Are you moody? Huh? What is it? Anyway, so in the very beginning, Yo-Yo was very aggressive, unfriendly bird, and we got Yo-Yo actually right after pretty much our previous parrot passed away, which was very tragic and sad story. And I loved that parrot so much because he was a small Quaker. He was just so loving parrot, okay? And he used to go to my gym with me as well. So when I used to go to work in the morning, he happily flew on my shoulder and just, what's the matter? You want to have a little nap or something, do you? Okay guys, I'm gonna put the Yo-Yo here, okay? Let me move the camera a little bit over here so he can have a little chill once I talk, okay? I think he's in the mood. Yeah, he's standing on one leg, so he's in the mood to just to chill. So the story, guys, was quite sad. Obviously, our previous bird has... What's going on? Okay, so he moved over here. Let me show you. Yo-yo just went up there. That's okay, we can talk like this. What's the matter, Yoko? Huh? He's got some issues going on, and I don't know what they are. Anyway, so after that beautiful Quaker parrot we had, and very well behaved, and good took him outside, guys, and going for a walk, and he was just sitting on my shoulder, wouldn't fly away. It was brilliant. So I had such a huge, massive bond with that bird, okay? And that was only 2 years as well. We only had him for 2 years, and he was very, very cute. I'm thinking if I have a photo somewhere of him, but I should. Give me 1 second. Stay here. Don't go anywhere. I might have a photo somewhere, but I don't know where. Give me 1 more second, guys. Stay there. Okay, no, I don't know, but it doesn't matter anyway. So he all of a sudden started to be sick, okay? So he started to throw up, and looked like he had a blockage somewhere, lots of phlegm coming out of his beak. He was just very weak, and we were trying to give him some first aid, took him to vets, and that's where he passed away. I don't think they really wanted to help him, to be honest. Sometimes with small birds, when you go to vets, they just give him an injection and they just put him in sleep. Even if instead they could just try really hard, and oh well, you know, it is what it is. Next time I'll be honest, I probably wouldn't take Yo-Yo anywhere, and I would just try to treat him myself with what I know, you know. And I think I wouldn't know any less than them. I don't think they would do any surgery on him anyway. So I'll be honest, it's probably no point, you know. Another thing is, if your parrot is not feeling great and you take him somewhere far away, then because of change of area, you know, they might become very stressed. So at the end of the day, it's probably better for them to stay where they live, where they know you, you know, where they know the area. And that's probably the best thing to do. Anyway, so after we got Yo-Yo, it was very, very big challenge, guys. So as you can see, Kiki is a little bit crazy, okay? As you guys know, she was in the wild, so we got her from wild because we found out that she has a ring. So we managed to capture her, and we were really trying to work hard to find the owners, but we didn't do that very well. Well, we did try really well, but it didn't happen, okay? Because we couldn't find the owner. And we actually found out that the numbers on the ring are from Czech Republic as well, which is outside of far away from UK, okay? So we couldn't really do much about it. But here we go, we kept her. She's a little nightmare, but the good thing about her are that she is actually, she's very good. When it comes to 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, she just flies herself to the bedroom, she goes on her perch, and she sleeps all the way through until the next day. She's a little bit too noisy, I'll be honest, but as I said in my previous videos, it's a parrot, you know, they're vocal, okay? They whistle, they make noises, sounds, and all sorts of stuff. And if you heard parakeets in the wild, then you would know that how really, really noisy they can be. And when you are in a flat, I tell you, you need to be a bit careful that your neighbors don't complain, okay? Yo-Yo on the other side is very quiet. He's not quiet, but he makes the nice noises. He doesn't make the noises that are very, I don't want to say irritating, but let's be honest, we are just the humans. We are humans, you know. And when the noises are like this, and even noisier than this, I think we can get a little bit fed up, okay? But again, we can get annoyed, it's fine. We just have to accept the way it is, and that's the way it is. Right, Kiki? You're a very noisy bird, are you? For a little bird like that. But otherwise, she is very playful. Parakeets are very playful. She loves those little toys she's standing on, so she can chew the wood. She's not very strong beak-wise. Yo is way stronger. Alexandrine Parrot is way stronger. They have double-sized beak as well than them, which means Yo-Yo can shred. He can shred the wood with no problems. I mean, that piece of wood you see on the right-hand side, that used to be pretty much like that one on the left-hand side. And you can see what Yo-Yo did with it. Okay, so he shreds his beak like big time. Otherwise, it would overgrown. Okay, and in some previous videos, somebody asked me if I trim Yo-Yo's beak. I said no, because usually when they have a tools that they can do it themselves, like wood and also sand perches, then it means they can look after their beaks and nails themselves. Okay, so I never had to do anything with his nails or beak as well. Just didn't have to. Okay, Kiki is also the same. She also tries to keep everything trim. So make sure when you have a parrot, make sure you always have all the tools. You see, she's shredding wood right now, and that's not only to play with, but it's also to actually look after her, you know, things. You know, it's like a pedicure, yeah, manicure. They do it like this, and humans would do exactly the same. Okay, in the old days, we used to work a lot with the wood and generic tools. Okay, so we used to handle tools all the time. Yes, but in the new days, people don't do much anymore. Okay, so that's why people go for manicure and pedicure to beauty salons. Yeah. So yes, we'll see what happens with Kiki. I mean, we had her for about 8 months, so she's a bit friendlier now. You know, she's quite happy to be nearby. She's not like, I mean, she wouldn't let us touch her and stuff like that. No, like without any complaint. Okay. Here and there, if I have to bath, I have to catch her. So there's a little bit of chasing going on, and she doesn't like it. But at the end of the day, I do catch her, and then look at her. Look what she is doing. See, that's the difference when you have a little ring neck. Look what they're doing. She's climbing on a round mirror. She's just crazy. She's very acrobatic though, you know. I noticed that she's not like Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo is like a beast. He's like a big beast, but he's not very mobile. You know, he just flies and walks. And the bigger the bird is, then they are more like that as well. They are not that acrobatic like these little ones. Kiki is really clever, actually, I have to say. She's very clever. She's clever, smart, and very brave. And we've seen a video of her. Our friend, he recorded that on camera, where she was sitting on an electric wire, and I don't know how many feet away there was a crow, big bird. And Kiki wasn't scared. She literally attacked the crow, and the crow flew away. You see what I mean? The problem with that is usually she would get injured, because sometimes the bigger birds are not scared. Well, usually they are not scared. Crows actually eat small birds like this as well, if they catch them. But Kiki is just brave, and when we caught her, she was actually injured. So she had a massive injury around her nostrils. So she had a scab around the nostrils. So it took a couple of months actually to heal. And with a good diet, she actually did heal well. So that was our plan, to be honest. And we were sort of thinking if we should release her to the nature again. But I've spoken to my friend and client that works with rescued animals. And he said one thing that he doesn't really like is to release animals back to nature after they've been treated, after they had injuries or illnesses or so on. And the reason is because if you take the animal from the nature, okay, then what happens, certain sensors that they have, and one of them is being alert, okay, against danger, that might actually switch off, okay, which means once they are in a, in your home and you look after them, they don't need to worry about being attacked by anything anymore because they know they're safe, which means they will lose the sense of the alertness. So if you release them, if we would release her today, there's a big possibility that 10 minutes later she will be dead because some big bird would attack her and she would forget what she should really do, okay? And again, she, in the last 7 or 8 months we had her, she most likely adapted to our life, our way of life, She knows every morning she gets breakfast, she gets food, she gets water, she gets bath. Don't you, Kiki? Don't you? Are you, Kiki? So, yeah, it's very interesting. But I can tell you one thing is, as much she chases Yo-Yo around all the time, she admires him, okay? And there she is sitting on. Kika, what are you doing? Why are you standing on my phone? Stop biting things. Stop biting everything. What you doing? Show your face there if you want to. She's literally sitting on my phone right now. What do you want to do? Look in the camera. Look in the camera there. Say hello to everyone. You can see Yo-Yo is sort of scared. Yo-Yo is a little bit turned with his head to the left. And that means he's sort of prepared to fly off. And he will take off. Literally, he will take off to the left. Kiki! No! Stop it! Stop it! What you doing? What you want? What do you want? She's actually quite interested of mobile phones, which is really interesting. Sometimes I play her like videos of other parrots on the YouTube, and she actually comes to my knee. She sits on my knee and she watches. Believe it or not. Why are you biting everything? What's wrong with you? What's the matter with you? Huh? What you doing? No, what you doing? Kiki. No. And off she goes. Here we go. There she is. So, yes. So it's quite fun to have a parrot. It's lots of work, as I said in my previous videos, guys, but we only have one life, so we can live it, right? And I think to have a parrot it's a good experience, and there's not many of us, I think. What do you think? There's not as many of us as there is the people with the dogs and cats, okay? And one day, well, I hope it never happens, that humans will literally destroy the forests. And that will obviously endanger birds or species of birds and parrots. And then I think it will be very, very important that some of us are still here that have parrots and we have them in captivity, Guys, that's all from us. Thank you so much for watching. Yo-Yo is again in alert mode, looking at Kiki. What's the matter with you? What do you want again? What is it? Kiki, what is it? It's funny, if we would move, literally we would move next door, she would follow us. So which means she's very interested of him, but I am not sure if they can actually be friends. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to us, and see you soon.